Welcome to another chapter of SystemVerilog course, and in this chapter we are discussing about structure. So as you know, we have already discussed about our arrays. So array has one thing, that array contains element of same data type. So for example, if int a is array we have declared, so you can only store int data type in this array, like 1, 6, 9, 10, whatever. But this should be always int. If you have stored a, then you will get an error and you cannot store. Okay, so in SystemVerilog they have introduced about structure. So in structure you can store different data types. So this is different. Okay, so in structure you have contain different members of different data types. Okay, so what does it mean? That you can store different data types. This makes structure different from array. Okay, so this is one syntax for our structure. So our structure has a data type of member 1, data type of member 2, means multiple arrays. It contains one array of this, one array of this, and we can give a name for the structure. So let's start with an example. So let's say we have a struct and we are saying string for name. Okay, name of a student, let's say name of student, and let's say number, or let's say id will be better. So int id is there, so some number of id will be there, and we will close the bracket, and this will be our class. Let's say something like this. In class there is some student. Okay, now how you will store something in this name and id? So a class is name of structure. So class dot, what is inside that name is there. Okay, name is there. Now we will store a string which will be of name, let's say Yash. Okay, Yash is the name. So in this way you can store a name, and if you want to store id, let's say 101, this is id. Now this is one type of structure. Okay, now there are two types of structure similar to this one. And what are the structure? Are packed structure and unpacked structure. So what I have given example is of unpacked structure. Unpacked structure is not a memory efficient as packed data structure. By default the structure is unpacked in nature. So by default, which means I didn't have declared any keyword for packed or unpacked, so it is by default unpacked. So what does this mean? Like the array for this string is name, it will have a separate memory. Okay, and for this int it will have a separate memory. Whatever the both size is there, it depends on system. Okay, for example, int has our 32-bit, like this. Some memory will be created. For example, if you created one, if it is full, then it will create another, and some wastage will be there of memory. So it is not efficient as packed structure, but we are mostly using unpacked structure because we want to use string. Now why I said we cannot use in string in packed structure? Because string is not a packed array kind of thing. Okay, we cannot use packed array in string. So whatever packed array data types are there, you can use it in packed structure as well. So similar to packed array, let's say if memory allocated for variables in structure is continuous, so what does this mean? String cannot have continuous memory. Whichever has continuous memory you can use in your packed structure, then it is called packed structure. Only packed data types are allowed in packed structure. Example, string is not a packed data type, so code will not compile. To use string data type in structure, unpacked structure can be used. The packed keyword is used to declare the packed structure. So what does this mean? If you want to create a packed structure, so you will say struct and you will say packed, and then you will say int, let's say int a, and bit 31 is to 0, means 32-bit, b, and some array, let's say any name. So this is your packed structure. Similar array dot a, you can store something, some variable name or something.
Hit subscribe, like, and comment now. Let's begin the journey of verification.
Let's say we have a module and its name is structure. Okay, we cannot use struct because it is already a keyword. Now we have declared type def. So we are creating data type of some structure now. Okay, so let's say struct, and we are creating unpacked structure now. Okay, now let's say employee. So employee is string. Okay, employee is string. Now id, let's say for id we say int or bit, whatever you want. So I say id, so it is one company. Okay, so this is, we have created a structure, and company is just data type because we have used type def. Okay, now in initial begin, we are creating company and we are creating its c1 and c2, because now we can store to create two variables for this company. Okay, because it already created a structure of employee id with company. Okay, company as a data type. So type def is used for creating a data type. Okay, remember this one if I have not told you previously. Okay, now let's say c1 dot employee, it is a string, so we will give say y1, anyway whatever we can give, ya let's say, yb let's say. Okay, and c2 employee is za. Okay, so both employee you can give values like this. c1 let's say id, it's 110, and c2 id is like 220, something like this, and end module. Now this you can print with $display. Let's say c1 id you have printed with %d, and you will say c1.id. So in this way you can print other as well. So here is a structure example, and type def I have created employee as a data type. So employee will be having two variables, e1 and e2. So I have given a name, salary, and id. Okay, three arrays we have put. This is one array, this is one array, this is one array. So packed is not declared, means it is unpacked. Okay, now e1 name Alex. Okay, salary, some salary has given, and id, some id is given. So you can display this with %p. Here I have used %p for getting whole array. So first we will see first one. Okay, so this array you can get. Okay, so similarly I have given values for our employee 2. So this one employee 2, and we have displayed, and we also displayed both simultaneously. Accessing individual means you without %p you can also get an individual. Okay, as other arrays previously we have seen. So in next video we will see about union, how to see union. Okay, so see, you have already a different type of display, and this is different type of display with help of with %p and %d. So there are multiple ways you can display it.
Please Lord give me a sign, a sign.